The world is in crisis mode. The West is arguing. The East is rising. Everywhere you look, headlines scream about political turmoil, climate disasters, economic shocks, and social unrest. From the fiery protests in major capitals to wildfires scorching entire continents, it feels like the world is on the brink. But right in the heart of this chaos lies something remarkably different. Southeast Asia, a region often overlooked, sometimes misunderstood, yet quietly thriving, growing, and surviving against the odds. While others make noise, Southeast Asia moves with quiet purpose. The quiet supercluster. Southeast Asia is home to over 680 million people across 10 nations, from the neon-lit streets of Bangkok to the slow boats of Laos, and from the volcanic islands of Indonesia to the highlands of northern Vietnam. But it's not just population size that's remarkable. It's the staggering diversity. Thousands of ethnic groups, hundreds of languages, and a kaleidoscope of religions and cultures living side by side. The region is not a melting pot. It's a buffet, rich, layered, and full of flavor. Indonesia alone has over 1,300 ethnic groups and speaks more than 700 languages. The Philippines follows with over 170 living languages. Thailand, Vietnam, Myanmar, and Malaysia add dozens more. It's one of the most culturally and linguistically complex regions in the world, a result of centuries of trade, migration, conquest, and community. Here, complexity isn't chaos, it's character. Coexistence isn't an accident. This harmony didn't just happen. For centuries, Southeast Asia was carved up by colonial powers. The British, Dutch, French, Spanish, Portuguese, and even the Americans took their slices of this region. They drew new borders, imported foreign labor, rewrote systems, and left behind scars, and in some cases, entire national bureaucracies. The road to independence wasn't smooth. Southeast Asia has seen its share of occupation, war, dictatorship, and division. But through the mess came a unique kind of resilience, a shared instinct to find peace, not polarization. In 1967, 5 countries came together to form ASEAN, and today it includes all 10. Its motto: one vision, one identity, one community. As of 2024, ASEAN represents a combined GDP of over 3.5 trillion, making it the 5th largest economy globally. Its population is larger than the EU's, yet it barely makes headlines. And that's kind of the point. Where other regions bicker over sovereignty and influence, ASEAN thrives on the quiet art of consensus. It's not fast, it's not flashy, but it works. You call it complicated, we call it normal. To outsiders, Southeast Asia can feel confusing. Wait, you mean Chinese Malaysians can be Muslim or Buddhist? You speak Tamil and English at home, but go to a Malay wedding? Why are there Christmas lights next to a mosque, next to a Buddhist shrine? In Malaysia, the population is roughly 60% Malay, 23% Chinese, 7% Indian, and the rest indigenous. Each group has its own festivals, foods, and traditions, yet they all call the same place home. In Singapore, you'll find 4 official languages: English, Malay, Mandarin, and Tamil. And students are required to learn 2 of them. Multiculturalism isn't just policy, it's survival. The Philippines is mostly Catholic, but hosts large Muslim and indigenous populations. Thailand is majority Buddhist, but its southern provinces are predominantly Malay Muslim. And then there's Manglish, Singlish, Taglish. Brilliant hybrid dialects that mash up grammar, slang, and sarcasm like nowhere else. It's not integration in the Western sense. It's something deeper, a lived, functional pluralism that outsiders often don't have a name for. But here, it's just life. We built resilience while no one was looking. While superpowers were debating ideologies, Southeast Asia was building economies. The 1997 Asian financial crisis crushed currencies and collapsed markets. The Thai baht lost over 50% of its value. Indonesia's inflation skyrocketed. Millions lost jobs. But unlike many regions, Southeast Asia didn't spiral. It adjusted, it restructured, it rebuilt. By 2023, the region's digital economy hit over $240 billion, with projections reaching $330 billion by 2025. Companies like Grab, C Group, Tokopedia, and Gojek became regional giants. Vietnam became a manufacturing powerhouse. The Philippines became a global BPO hub, and the median age across most of Southeast Asia, under 30 years old. That's a lot of drive, a lot of reinvention. Resilience here isn't a slogan, it's muscle memory, celebrating differences without losing ourselves. You've ever been in Southeast Asia during a festive season, or literally any month of the year, you know this. We don't just tolerate difference, we celebrate it. In January, you'll see lion dances. In April, it's Songkran, the Thai New Year water fight. In May, Hari Raya visits begin. Later comes Deepavali, Christmas, Loy Krathong, Thaipusam, and the occasional royal birthday thrown in for good measure. Indonesia has 16 national holidays, many of them religious. Malaysia takes it even further, with federal and state-level holidays, depending on local populations. One city's public holiday might be Chinese New Year, while another is celebrating a sultan's birthday. It's chaotic, it's beautiful, and everyone gets an extra day off. ASEAN isn't flashy, but it's functional. Let's be honest, ASEAN isn't trending on TikTok. Its summits aren't dramatic. There are no walkouts, no chest-pounding speeches, no surprise invasions. But it works. Since ASEAN's formation, there's been no major war between member states. That's not a coincidence. It's the result of decades of quiet diplomacy. In a world where global alliances crack under pressure, ASEAN holds. Whether it's disaster relief, trade deals, or peacekeeping, they show up, agree, eventually, and move forward. Slowly, but surely. The world isn't watching. But maybe it should be. The world doesn't look to Southeast Asia for grand narratives, but maybe it should. While global powers escalate tensions and build walls, this region is building bridges, literally and metaphorically. Urban growth in cities like Manila, Hanoi, Phnom Penh, and Yangon is accelerating. The middle class is projected to hit 400 million by 2030, and most of that growth? Youth-led, tech-driven, and community-minded. Southeast Asia doesn't scream for attention. It earns it slowly, through consistency, creativity, and collaboration. Maybe quiet unity is the most radical idea of all. Final reflection. Be loud in celebration. Soft in conflict. Southeast Asia is messy, diverse, alive, and somehow still together. It's a place where contradictions don't cancel each other out. They coexist. Where skyscrapers rise next to jungle temples. Where Facebook feeds include Hari Raya wishes, Buddhist chants, and karaoke memes. In a world desperate for certainty, Southeast Asia embraces nuance. So don't simplify it, don't underestimate it, and please, don't try to explain it with one tagline. Instead, try learning from it. Be loud in celebration. Soft in conflict. Be like Southeast Asia.